Hello guys, welcome back to another video, and today we have What If Tanjiro as the Sharingan Part 4. And of course, before we start, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, enjoy. And also before we start, more importantly, this will contain manga spoilers, as we'll be going to Season 2 material, and likely Season 3 if they go up to Season 3. Or... with that out of the way, you have been warned, and let's get started. So, starting with the Mugen Train arc, or the Mugen Train movie for anime onlys, yeah, nothing really changes with the whole battle with Enmu. Only changes really are, Tanjiro can actually, Tanjiro actually has an easier time against Enmu in their first encounter with his first body, until he merges with the train. That all basically remains the same. Tanjiro's battle with Grand Goku's battle with Akaza also unfortunately remains the same, except for Tanjiro is able to keep track of it, using of course the Sharingan. Speaking of his Sharingan, he would advance it to a 3 Tomoe Sharingan, and that basically remains the same. Well, that there's nothing that he did that in canon. He just advances to a 3 Tomoe. Okay, now this is where the manga spoilers will come in. So, on to the Red Light District arc. Well, it's not actually called that, and it's just their arc has no official name, so that's what I'm calling it. As before we go into that, Tanjiro's off-screen training with Dance of the Fire Gods, with his Dance of the Fire Gods techniques. He will be able to master the style a lot quicker, almost as if it's native to a clan or something. Funny, right? Almost as if he has an infinity to fire. Anyways, which allows him to master much more techniques faster, and allows so the standard train isn't as hard. So, moving on to things. So, officially on to the Red Light District segment. And to start things off, Tanjiro's encounter with Tengen and the Butterfly State women, everyone from Butterfly State, basically remains the same. And that leads to, of course, Tanjiro, Zenitsu, and Inosuke all dressing up like women to go on a secret mission to see what happened to Tengen's wives. 3 wives. I kid you not, this is how it starts out. It'll make a lot of sense. Y'all don't care about that stuff, and how we only care about the story, the fighting bits. At least that's what I care about. I care about the story too. So let's get on to nothing really changes, of course, until Tanjiro's fight with Daki, lower rank 6. And man, she is in a bad look. I mean, I wouldn't mind getting eaten by her. There was a demon I had to die to. It will definitely be her. Anyways, it all starts out though Daki still uses her sashes to attack Tanjiro, although with this, well, he does still get knocked off the building, but during the second phase, he activates his Sharingan, and Tanjiro is able to dodge the attack from her sashes. I kid you not, that's what she uses to attack. Sash. As Tanjiro is easily able to find an opening and would go for the woman's neck. But as she would focus her sashes to that spot, as Tanjiro would jump over where she would be attacking Tanjiro with that spot and still go for her neck. But it would still be 2 stops to cut the first time, and Tanjiro would have to jump away from being attacked from another attack from her sash. Hope you're keeping up here. Eventually, the demon realized she can't beat Tanjiro as he is now, and will become even hotter. I mean, I'm stronger. I'd be bloodthirsty, man. And she reminds me of Esdell from a caveat. You guys probably don't know what that is. Anyway, she eventually recalls her stats back instead of and either way, she recalls it and gains this form, which I'm thinking is a power up. It made it seem that way. Also, we get a nice view of her. Never mind. Of course, like in canon, she does attack all those people, injuring and still killing them. And Tanjiro does still enter his enraged state, even not advancing, but straight to his Sharingan, but still does enter that rage state. I don't know what it is. It's only seen twice in the entire manga, I think. This thing with his eyes beating out with that photo. Anyways, like again, I'm sorry. Anyways, Daki, I think I pronounced her name right, attacks with her blood demon technique, multi-layered slash. That's a weird thing to say. Although she would put more blood to it, increasing his speed and strength as Tanjiro would be dodging. Maybe one of those cool scenes where you see him move. Ah, never mind. Dodging the sash and would use Dance of the Fire God, so it doesn't have a form number. So I think it was called Flame Flash or Flash Dance, something like that, to cut the woman's head off. Eventually, after a while, her brother would come out of her back. Yes. And I forgot his name, so I'm just gonna call her Daki's brother or Gyutokada. I'm gonna go back to Gate. His name is Gyutaro. Gyutaro. Yeah, Gyutaro. Anyways, Tanjiro would try using another breath of Dance of the Fire God technique on it as he would counter with his own blood. As he would counter this was his blood demon technique, Splatter Sickle. As Tanjiro would continue fighting him for a while. That is until Tengen and Inosuke and the Sleep Zenitsu, although this photo doesn't show it, would all arrive. Moving on. Much like in Canon, the matchups do remain the same of Tengen and Tanjiro fighting Gyutaro and Inosuke and Zenitsu fighting Daki. I thought it said she had to die. I'm sorry. The guy would try to die. Gyutaro or use his blood demon arc again, as Tanjiro would use Dance of the Fire Gods. I forgot the name of this one too. I really need to start researching. Opening up a spot for Tengen to use one of his sound breath techniques. I really need to memorize these names. And go for Gyutaro's neck. As Tanjiro will come back with Dance of the Fire Gods and Dragon Sun Head Halo Dance, I believe the technique is called, and would combine with and would attack with Tengen Sound Breath. I think it was a fourth form, and the two would be able to cut off the guy's neck together. Meaning that when Inosuke and Zenitsu cut off Daki's head the first time, they actually win the battle earlier. Few changes, which means Tengen gets to stay a pillar and everyone else isn't poisoned. No one's poisoned. And the only thing changes is a few casualties, but besides that, we're all great. And then that doesn't change, Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this part, and hopefully maybe next time I'll go to the manga, unless I decide to end this one and finally get My Hero Academia slot back. Anyways, hopefully you enjoyed it, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, see you next time.